and he is not even close. We can just wait. We have so much time in the pocket. They're dropping everyone into zone coverage. They don't have their zone drop set deep enough though.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
What is going on YouTube? King Reg, and we are back. Today we are going to be continuing my college football inspired offense out of the spread playbook. Now today we are going to be going over two really unique glitchy setups to really attack zone coverage, and both are going to complement each other well and attack different areas of the field. Now before we get into that, guys, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. I'm going to leave my TikTok and Twitter. Definitely go follow me on those, guys. I'm just going to get more and more active on those as we go. Then definitely go join my Discord server, guys. It's getting super active in there. We're having lots of fun. I'm going to be doing a lot of cool stuff in that server in the future, and just going to try to make a really cool community. So definitely join that. And then I'm also going to leave a link to the playlist for this entire scheme. So after this video, guys, go check out that playlist. Go watch the intro video to this whole scheme. Especially, guys, I go over all the personnel we use, the abilities we like to use, kind of just a general breakdown for this scheme and what makes it so good. And then I've went over a few running plays also so far. All right, guys, so let's get into the breakdown. So for this scheme, guys, we're going to be working out of 4 different formations: double offset weak, normal Y off, and flex Y off. Now today we are going to be in double offset weak for both plays. The 2 plays, guys, are going to be PA, bubble, Y over, and then sail. Now for both these setups, guys, they're going to be very unique and have a really unique motion with our tight end across the formation. We're going to be using this in both plays, and that's going to really, help them complement each other well. We can use that motion. It's really not going to give our opponent a tell on what play we are running, and both plays are really going to attack different areas of the field. Now, as far as sail, guys, we are going to do a great job of putting the user in a bind. Is he going to stay in the middle of the field and protect that, or is he going to take the wheel out of the backfield that hard flats really aren't going to do a good job of covering? And then PA bubble over does a great job of getting behind those deep zone drops, guys. That's going to make them set their deep zone drops even further back, and then we're going to have another check down on the other side of the field. Does a great job of getting kind of in between those double flat zones. And then, guys, both options are going to give us some nice options against man coverage. So I wouldn't call these man coverage beaters necessarily, but if they surprise us with man coverage, we can call either of these and we will be fine. All right, let's get into the breakdown for sail first. All right, guys, so sail, this is, I call sail wheel. I'm going to have a few different setups out of this play, so that's just kind of differentiate it. So the adjustments for this play, guys, we want the running back to the wide side of the field. We want to put the slot receiver on an out route, then take the running back in the backfield, put him on a wheel route. Then we want to smart route the outside post receiver. Now, if it's over like 12, 15 yards, you can just leave it stock. But if it's 10 and under, I like to smart route it. It's just going to get to a better area of the field. And then we're just going to motion over the tight end, and he's going to get to a really unique spot. He's going to sit in between the guard and tackle. Now, reads for this play, guys, we want to read the flat defender. If he goes with the out route and the user stays in the middle of the field, we're going to throw the wheel. You do just have to be careful. Sometimes against cover 2, the vert hook will stay on this wheel, but even then you can throw it in front of that. So read the user and the flat defender, guys. If they kind of, if the flat defender goes out, watch the user. If he stays in the middle of the field, fire in that wheel route. Now, if the user goes to the wheel route, look to the post over the middle of the field, guys, get to a really nice spot. Now, if there's no hard flats on the weak side, we can always go to the whip route in the flats from our tight end. And then we have the dig coming in behind it. So then there's just kind of a high low on the backside. If they have a hard flat, then we can look at that dig over the middle. So let's get into the gameplay footage for this play. All right, guys, here it is. This is kind of what our formation is going to look like. Gonna get our adjustments going, and then we're gonna motion over our tight end here, and this is what this motion is gonna look like, guys. And he's actually gonna stop right here in between the guard and the tackle and get in a 3-point stance. So it's a really unique motion, guys. It's really, people are going to be kind of caught off guard by it. And then we're going to have 2 plays running with this with this motion, and I might have even a few more in the future. So we're really going to be able to make kind of them really thrown off with this motion, and then have 2 different plays to work off that are going to attack different areas of the field. So let's run it right here, guys. We got our wheel coming out into the flats. We see the user staying in the middle of the field, and we see the hard flat, guys, staying to the outside. This is cover 2, so staying on the outside. The out route from our slot receiver is going to pull that right after break, guys. We're just going to fire that in. Here I rack catch it, get upfield, and that's a nice 15-yard gain. Okay, here it is again, guys. Motion already happened. We're looking to the wheel route. Now on this play, it looks like he manned up the slot receiver. Then he has a hard flat going out there as well. So we're taking 2 players with this out route. we can still, even though this guy's playing here, guys, you can still pass lead this inside. He's in a hard flat, pass lead that inside. We have all these players in the middle of the field, fire that in, get down, and that's a gain of 12. Okay, now same thing, guys, snap the ball. Right on here, guys, we see the user right away start to kind of come down and start to play over the wheel route. So as soon as we see that, guys, we are looking to this smart routed post route over the middle of the field. Right here, guys, look at the middle of the field. This hook curl is going to get held by this whip. This post route, guys, unless it's user guarded, is just going to be wide open. So we'd ran this wheel play before. He's totally committing to that. And look at the middle of the field, guys, just completely wide open. Fire that in down to the 5-yard line. Same thing, guys, snap the ball. So here it's cover 2, and this is what I was saying. Sometimes when it's cover 2, the vert hook, if they're not using this player, will stay kind of in this spot. Now you can see we could low ball that in front of that player and we can still throw it, but that's just something you have to be careful with. But right here, guys, the user gets sucked down by the whip route. This player is getting held by the backside dig route, and this is just a huge passing lane over the middle of the field, guys. Fire that in for a nice touchdown from about 20 yards out. All right, guys, so here we go. Motion over, snap the ball right here. This is that same thing. The vert hook is doing a decent job of playing over top here. Then we look at the post, guys. We could have fired that in. This player's doing a decent job of just kind of playing in between there. It would have been a bit of a tight throw. Then we look to the short side. There's no hard flat on the field, so we could have thrown the whip route, but the user realizes there's no hard flat on this side of the field, so he's committing to our whip route, and that is going to leave this deep dig open in the middle of the field, guys. So this is where it really puts a user in a tough spot. They basically have to have hard flats on the field to stop the whip route, the out route, the wheel route, and then if they have to help off any of those, we have 2 different routes attack in the middle of the field. Fire that in there for a really nice catch over the middle. Okay, same thing, guys. Motion over right here. We see once again the user's playing to the whip side right away, so our eyes are going to come off that. Then he does a good job. So he actually kind of takes away both these routes by kind of coming underneath the whip, then going to the post. But right here, guys, we just look to the backside. They have no hard flat, so we can just fire in this whip right away. The way he kind of comes into the middle of the field and goes out, it really sets up well. The timing's really works really well for it because he's not getting the flats right away. We're kind of letting the play side develop. Then we can go to the backside and, you know, he's not already on the sideline. Fire that in, get out of bounds, 3rd and 1, and we get an easy first down. Okay, one more time, guys. So this is actually against man coverage. I just wanted to show you guys one. So we have really 3 man beating routes on the play. We have this post route, the smart routed post route that's going to do very well against man. We have the dig route. Both of these we can throw basically just after break, but this whip route is really the star if we ever play man coverage, guys. We can see he absolutely just breaks this guy off. Most of the time they'll have absolutely no shot on this route, guys. If you have a tight end with good route running, fire that in, rack catch that, get up field, and we get a huge gain against man coverage. All right, guys, now our second play, PA bubble Y over. Now the adjustments for this play, running back to the wide side of the field, same thing. Put the slot receiver on a streak. Then we want to take the outside receiver on the short side of the field and put him on a curl route. Then we want to take the outside receiver on the wide side of the field and put him on a slant. And then we just want to motion over our tight end. That is it. Then for our reads, guys, look to the flat defender on the wide side of the field. If zone drops aren't set super deep, look to the tight end on that deep corner route, guys. This takes a bit of time to develop, but it's going to do a great job of getting down the field. Then we have a nice high-low read on the backside between the curl route and the arrow route from the running back, guys. Really like this curl route, single side curl route with this running back underneath. He's going to pull down the hard flats, and then if they start having their zone drops set super far back to take away, you know, this corner route from our tight end, then this player is going to really get in between the hard flat and the deeper flat defender and get to a really nice soft spot. And then we also just have a slant route over the middle of the field, guys, if everything else is taken away as just our final little check down. All right, let's get into the gameplay. All right, so here it is, guys. Exact same motion. We see our tight end is going to stop in the same spot. Setup is going to look the exact same, but now we're really attacking the sidelines with this play where the last play was attacking the middle of the field. So you're going to work very well off each other, guys. So snap the ball, and our eyes are going to the wide side of the field first, guys. We have a clear out route from this slot receiver. I like that because that's going to pull the cover 3 or cover 2 deep defender more into the inside of the field as opposed to the outside player. So that's why we want to do that, guys. And we see this tight end. He's going to start way in the middle of the field and just take this like lazy out route to the, just a really dangerous area of the field. We see him cut right here, guys. And look at this. This flat defender set at about 15 yards. And he is not even close. We can just wait. We have so much time in the pocket. They're dropping everyone into zone coverage. They do not have their deep zone. They don't have their zone drop set deep enough though. Fire that in. That's 3rd and 13, and we get like a 35-40 yard gain down the sideline. Same thing, guys. Motion over. Setup's the same. Gonna be the same motion. Here we go. Snap the ball, little play action fake. Another thing I like, just hold the user in the middle of the field, make him bite down a little bit because we run the ball so much in this scheme. Pull it, guys. Look to this side of the field. Once again, we see the flat defender set, 15 yards. Then he settles back down. You really have to set your zone drop super far back, guys. Fire this in deep along the sideline. Nice little toe tap catch to get within the 20-yard line. All right, here we go again. Motion Woods over. Snap the ball. Now on this play, guys, we really could have thrown this player here, but I felt like he just almost got down there a little too quickly. But really, guys, this is where I really like this backside curl because we see here it's cover 3. So this is their deep zone. This is their deep flat defender set at about 20 yards. Then they have a hard flat. So they have a double flat on this side, guys. All you have to do is put this guy in a hook route and he gets right in between that zone coverage. Look at the user. He has to patrol the whole middle of the field. We have the slant route coming in the middle of the field to hold him there. So you can basically throw that backside curl route every single time if they're double flatting like that and have their zone drop set super far back. Here's another one, guys. So if you ever, quick snap it, you look to the flats and you see no hard flat out here, guys, we can also just throw it to the flats really early. Now this is 3rd and 8. You'd think you'd want to wait for this player here to get open deep down the sideline. That was what I was first thinking, but I noticed he has no one in the hard flats. Fire this out really quickly. This curl is going to make everyone drop back into zone deeper down the field. Rack catch it, get upfield really quickly, and we're able to get 9 yards on 3rd and 8. All right, guys, now same thing. Snap the ball, and right here, once again, we see the user really jumping over to this route. So if we run this, a few times in the game, they're really going to see how deadly this deep corner route is. The user is going to commit to it. Now, this zone drop, he's only set at about 10 yards, so he's going to play that curl well. He has a hard flat on the field. So now we can come back to this slant over the middle of the field. So the user really overcommitted to this to try to take that away. So now we have this slant coming over the middle of the field that if the user vacates, it's going to be open. Okay, now we have 2 against man coverage, guys. Once again, this play I actually like a little better than the last play against man coverage because of this route right here. I'm going to show you. This route is absolutely going to cook man coverage, especially I put short in elite on my tight end, and you're going to see it lights up here, guys, and he just gets crazy separation. It lights up again, like just insane separation. He's got about 8 yards here. We lead this up and away. This player actually comes off in man coverage off this guy, or this is a walk-in touchdown. So that's always going to be my first read against man coverage. Then we run it again, guys. So the user's actually guarding him in man coverage, and he has safety help over the top. So now we have the curl we can throw on break, or we actually have this slant route in the middle of the field. Gets really nice separation. So on this one, we're just going to fire in that slant route if they have 2 deep safeties taking away that tight end route. All right, guys, that is it. 2 more plays out of gun doubles offset week. The first 2 passing plays I've released for this scheme so far. Honestly, guys, this is going to be one of the most fun schemes you will use this entire year. If you guys are new, if this is your first video checking out this scheme so far, definitely go check the link in the description and watch all the videos I've released in the playlist so far, especially that intro video, guys, and that running play I just released. The midline read option is so glitchy. Legit one of my favorite runs in the game. Once again, follow me on TikTok and Twitter. Go join that Discord server. Gun doubles offset week, PA bubble over sale wheel. My name is King Reggie, and I'm out.